I was reading, a few sites, The Athletic and a few other sites about the trade rumors in regards to the Clippers. And just in regards to giving an update to that, Miles Turner speaks himself and says he's just staying focused regardless of all the trade rumors for the Clippers, even also with the Lakers. He's staying focused as much as he can and staying in the moment, which is good for him because I personally think, at this point, really the trade rumor or trade speculation have pretty much almost ceased at this point. There's still, some speculation out there, things like that. But, if you look at the way the Clippers are playing right now in regards to the production they're getting out of Zubac, as I said, I don't know if they would actually need any other services in regards to getting somebody like Miles Turner, who might actually want to be more involved in the offense than what Zubac is on a consistent night or what Zubac is asked to be. And then on top of that, even if they traded like a Zubac or somebody like that for Miles Turner, whoever they would have traded, possibly to get Miles Turner, I thought that, I think that can also disrupt the chemistry and just disrupt the locker room itself. Maybe not the whole chemistry thing, but just maybe the locker room in regards to, they come in the season with Zubac and the guys they have, and they, a lot of guys, they want to finish with the same guys they came in with. That's just the mentality, because it's almost, it's like a brotherhood out there. You want to see all you guys succeed, but you want to see you guys succeed together because you started together and you want to end the day together. And that's just, expected, especially when you have a team like the Clippers who've been through a lot in regards to, just the players individually and just as a team, these last few years. And, that's just the mindset. And, I definitely think that's a good mindset to have. So I'm not sure if the Clippers are ready to pull the trigger on a Miles Turner, simply because they might look at it like, what is he going to bring when he comes here? Is he going to bring the mentality of going out there trying to get his numbers because that's what he's used to doing because of being in Indiana? Or would he come here with the notion of you're here in a system and we don't require much from you. You might not get much minutes as you were getting or something like that with Indiana, because we got so much depth here. I mean, it's a whole lot of nuances that comes with, trading for a player like him who can give you, 18 and 10, 18 and 12 a game, 20 and 12 a game. It's a whole lot of nuances that come with a player like, Miles Turner. And not saying Miles Turner would be a disruptive, player or anything like that, but, changes in the locker room like that mid-season or something like that, it just really can kind of rub some players the wrong way. And sometimes that really doesn't work out to a team's benefit. Sometimes it actually declines them rather than, uplift them. So, it's a lot of things that comes with that. I don't know if the Clippers are ready for all that. I mean, really, if you ask me, the Clippers have all they need right now, especially the way Zubac is playing. If Zubac is going to give them double-digit rebounds consistently every night and give them double points pretty much consistently every night, well, then that's all they need out of the big man, because for the most part, the Clippers' MO and what they're thinking is more or less, playing small ball. And that's the reason why they got all these forwards and, every other position is more filled than the center position, because that's exactly the direction that Ty Lue feels like he wants to go with this team in regards to getting the best out of all the players that he has. So, I mean, getting somebody like Miles Turner can slow down the game. It can slow down the process. And there again, Zubac and the people that's already on the roster of the Clippers know the process. They know the culture. They've been in it. They've seen it. They live it. They witness it. They're a part of it every day. And they know Ty Lue's ways. They know what's expected out of them. And it just makes everything so much easier. So bringing new pieces in can really, mess up, counteract what the Clippers are doing. Now, in regards to the Lakers, I mean, their situation is a lot different. They're 6-2 out their last 8 games. They're actually playing a little bit better, but they really haven't played no competition the last several games. And then on top of that, they're really just trying to, become a playoff team, make the play-in tournament. They're at that level, So anybody they can add to their team that can possibly make them a championship team is something that they're probably going to go after. So, I mean, their situation is a lot different than the Clippers. The Clippers are looked at as a championship team today before the season started, with the roster that they have. have. Not with nobody added, not with nobody taken off. They were looked at as a championship team before this season started. And a lot of analysts, or should I say at least a few analysts, notably notable name analysts, have picked the Clippers to go very, very far in the playoffs this season based upon the roster that they have and based upon having Ty Lue and all the pieces that they got and the depth that they have on their bench. You know what I'm saying? They're already projected to be a championship team. So as I said, the Lakers situation is a lot different. I personally, I could see the Lakers more or less pursuing Miles Turner a lot harder than the Clippers. Even though the Clippers still might be in the running, I just feel like the Lakers are pushing harder because they need more to be looked at as a championship team rather than just be, you know, a 8-12 team like they are now, might possibly make the play-in tournament or might not. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot that goes with that. It's a lot that comes with that to me. And I definitely understand the situation in regards to the Clippers because it's hard for them to pull the trigger, you know, because it's like they already have pretty much everything they need. And like I said, if Zubac continues to play the way he is, why would you need to actually acquire another big man? You know what I'm saying? You got Diabate, give him more minutes in the center position. That's the guy I want to see really get more minutes. I like Diabate. I think he'd be a great backup, you know, to Zubac in regards to giving them a little bit of difference. You know, Moses Brown is pretty decent, you know what I'm saying, for what I've seen. You know, he's not as active or, to me, athletic like Diabate, but I mean, he definitely gives them a difference in regards to gameplay wise of how he plays rather than Zubac or Diabate. So to me, they have depth in regards to guys who can, you know, slide to that center position. And really, I mean, honestly, Robert Covington, sometimes he could play the center position. He can actually play position 1 through 5. He's a good defender. And like I said, you know, he can also knock down a 3 if you need him to. So, I mean, if they want to play small ball and let him play the 5 sometime, he can do that as well. So, I mean, like, the Clippers really pretty much have all they need. So, I mean, trading for Miles Turner could be more of a disruption than a help, you know what I'm saying, or a hinder than a help. It could be. Not saying that it will be, but it could be possibly. So, I mean, you know, the Clippers are definitely looking at all these things. And that's the reason why I think the Miles Turner trade speculation is kind of like, you know, I'm saying, simmered down a little bit in regards to the Clippers, and is more talked about in regards to the other LA team with the Lakers, because they're more in need of somebody like that who can take over and maybe give them a different dynamic on their offense and give them a different dynamic on defense, simply because Anthony Davis is not trustworthy in regards to being healthy, because his health issues are a lot different than any other players in the league to me. Anthony Davis goes down with a different injury from day to day, seems like. It goes from his calf to his ankle, his wrist, his back to his knee. It's just something different with him every single day or every single week. Seem like they really can't even trust the fact of whether he's going to be consistent enough to even be on the floor in regards to new injuries happening all the time. Because if you get different injuries on a weekly basis the way he does, after a while, it's almost like you have nothing else left to give, because you won't really be able to play at that high level because everything on your body is hurting. It's not just one specific area or something like that we need to deal with. You see what I'm saying? So Anthony Davis is so much of the unknown. They really look at Miles Turner is really more feasible for them to get, just in case Anthony Davis goes down and they can't, you know, recover from that. Because Anthony Davis, when he's healthy, he is a monster at times, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is that at times when healthy, he's always nursing some type of injury, whether he's on the floor. It's almost like you never hear that Anthony Davis is just okay and he's out there playing. He's always nursing something, or something always happens mid-game to where he's always getting hurt. Something's always hurting him, or he gets hurt by, you know, another part of his body, and that's just not a good look. You know, and that's just not good in regards to the Lakers' favor. So I think the Miles Turner situation more or less fits them rather than the Clippers, because the Clippers, like I said, they're already projected to be, you know, a championship team before they even stepped foot on the floor this season. So when you look at that in its entirety, you got to, you know, understand that, and you got to see that in its entirety, because that's exactly the way it might go. And that's the reason why I said I just don't know if the Clippers are going to pull the trigger. I personally believe they're not going to. I personally believe that it's pretty much at its point now where they are who they are. They have what they have. And now that you hear players not getting enough minutes and all these type things coming out, the other videos that I've made and other reports you can read yourself, with players feeling like they're they're not getting enough minutes or not playing enough on the Clippers, why add anybody else to it? You see what I'm saying? It would just be more of a confusion, and then it might turn into a catastrophe rather than a championship. So you can let me know what your opinion is on it, though, and we can converse with it back and forth, and we could just kind of go from there. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. Also, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. And hey, till next time.